Hello, I'm Chris Hamlet and I work with a group called Discover Materials who want to show how amazing material science is. We have a website that'll soon be full of loads of fantastic information for students, parents and teachers to learn more about material science and suggest some experiments you can try at home or in the classroom.
Wouldn't it be great if some things were bigger, such as these sweets? Unfortunately, we do not have a growth ray to make them bigger, but we do have a magnifying glass to make them look bigger. So magnifying glasses can be used to look at surfaces all around the home, the garden, and to explore the world around you. Lenses bend light and make things look bigger. Today we're going to look at a few different lenses and microscopes that can help you investigate the world around you. So the next one is this. It's a pocket microscope and you can get them for about £10 to £20. This one has got a light on it to make it easier to image, and to get the image you simply place the microscope over what you want to have a look at, and then you look down the lens, which isn't very easy to line up to actually keep it still, so you can see the bits that are getting darker around the image that keep coming and going. They're due to not be able to hold the camera stable enough. As you can see with the pocket microscope that I showed, it can be tricky to get a good photo of what you can see in the microscope because of alignment issues. But you can get these clip-on lenses, which are absolutely fantastic for taking pictures. So they clip just over the lens of your smartphone or tablet, and you can line it up like that. And then we shall have a look on these pencil lines again. There. You can see the pencil lines nice and clearly. And then you just simply take a photo. I took several of these lenses with me on an outreach event to a primary school, and these are some of the images some of the children got from around the playground. Now we're going to look at a USB microscope. So these start about £30 to £40 and they plug directly into your laptop or PC. So the advantages of this kind of microscope is that you can save the images directly to your computer, and they've got fairly bright integrated light. So you could just place this on the object you want to look at, in this case the pencil line on the paper, and you can adjust the brightness and the magnification, and also, as you can see here, bring it into focus. So what we're going to do next is go outside. I'm now outside and I've got my magnifying glass, my clip-on microscope lens. So let's go and see what we can see. Looks pretty cool under the magnifying glass. But now we can put on our clip-on lens and see what it looks like under there. Wow, look at that. The structure is beautiful. Oh, and then you can see the lovely veins in the leaf behind it.
So far we've looked at these 4 examples of lenses and pocket microscopes that you can get to have at home to look at the world around you. This is an optical microscope. It's a bit more expensive and it's been lent to me by the people at the company Zeiss. So what you do, you get a sample, in this case the pencil writing on the paper, and you slot it in there. You then look through these eyepieces, which are about 10 times magnification, and then you've got different lenses here to magnify, and you can light it from above or below. And with this microscope you can use different kinds of light, so just normal light and also something called polarized light. So what you do, you have to look through the eyepiece, and then we can move the stage up and down to get the sample in focus. So as you can see, we've getting it in focus there. We're in the kitchen, and what we're going to look at under the big optical microscope are some sugar, some salt and some pepper. And then after we've looked at them under the microscope, we're going to add some hot water to them, and then evaporate the hot water off, and then have a look at them again under the microscope. So we'll put some pepper in there, some salt in there, and some sugar in there. Then we just add a little bit of hot water, so to dissolve them, but as you can see the pepper doesn't dissolve, and then we'll just leave them until all the water evaporates off, so leave them in a nice warm place. Now, as you can see, the water's evaporated off, leaving the sugar and the salt behind. So we can see that the sugar has gone from those rectangular crystals to these more snowflake-like crystals, and that the salt has gone from the sort of like powdery granular structure to these beautiful square crystals. So I hope you enjoyed learning about some of the microscopes and lenses that you can buy to have a look at things around the home or in your garden, or at school in your playground, and also the introduction to this optical microscope here. So have fun exploring the world around you, and I'm going to leave you with a quick quiz, which is 4 pictures I took with the clip-on lens, and you have to guess what they are. Thank you very much. Okay, so here are 4 images I've taken using my clip-on microscope lens of things that you might find around the house or in the garden. So you've got a minute to guess what they are. Right then, now it's time for the answers. The first one was bread, which is my sandwich. The second one is a duck feather. And you notice there was a feather in my garden. The third one is a jammy dodger, the inside of one of those. And last but not least, that fibrous structure is a tea bag. So I hope you enjoyed that, and enjoy the rest of the Saturday Spectacular.